Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Actistat, Medina Springs, Breeders' Cup Challenge Win in Your In Series, Claiborne Farm, Darby Dan Farm, EmpireCityVets.com, Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Keeneland, Malone's, New York Thoroughbred Breeding and Development Fund, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, PBI Bank, Quillen Leather and Tack, Spendthrift Farm, and Windstar Farm.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring a 15-1 upset in the Queen's Plate, the latest winner of the Grade 1 Mother Goose Stakes for Todd Pletcher, and a big weekend for trainer Mark Casse. We begin with 2-year-olds at Churchill Downs and the Grade 3 Bashford Manor Stakes. Recruiting Ready, the 1-2 favorite, Travis Stone picks up the call.
Racing onto the far turn, the quarter was 21-3, and Recruiting Ready steps on it now. Opens up a length and a half with 3 furlongs to go. Tip Tap Tapizar in pursuit second. Riv is under pressure, third on the outside. 4 lengths back to Raising Rumors. Classic Empire is going to come through, and that one's inside as they hit the top of the stretch. It's Recruiting Ready in front. Tip Tap Tapizar coming with a challenge, though. A length and a half behind, and Classic Empire has moved in to be third as they head for the final furlong. But Recruiting Ready turns back. Tip Tap Tapizar is going to have to fend off Classic Empire, who's coming with a bold late bid with a 16th to go. Recruiting Ready by 2. Classic Empire a length behind, half a length. Now he's ahead. Now he's in front. Classic Empire nails Recruiting Ready on the wire.
Classic Empire by Windstar Farm Stallion Pioneer of the Nile defeats odds-on favorite Recruiting Ready by 3/4 of a length. Tip Tap Tapizar third for a sweep by Keeneland Sales graduates. Julian Leperoux up in 109-1. Classic Empire broke his maiden on debut at Churchill Downs. The colt was bred in Kentucky by Stephen and Brandy Nicholson and was a $475,000 Keeneland September yearling. The first of 2 stakes-winning 2-year-olds on the closing night card for John Oxley and Churchill Downs leading trainer Mark Casse. Classic Empire has earned nearly $86,000. Julianne Leperoux with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. To Gulfstream Park for the Grade 2 Smile Sprint Stakes. Limousine Liberal at 7-5, a slight favorite over Delta Blues Man. Peter Aiello has the call.
They drilled a quarter in 21-3. There's less than 5/16 to go. On top, Chief Lion. The whip is out now on Delta Bluesman from second. 2.5 back to Limousine Liberal. He pins his ears 3 wide through an opening half mile in 43-4. 3/16 to go in the Smile. Chief Lion. Delta Bluesman battles back, and Delta Bluesman just took the lead again. Back to second is Chief Lion, then Limousine Liberal. Late run from 83, but it's Delta Bluesman super in the Smile to win it. Gate to wire by 2.5.
Delta Bluesman takes the field gate to wire to defeat Limousine Liberal officially by 3 3/4 lengths. Misael Jaramillo aboard the Florida bred in 108-4. The first stakes victory for Delta Bluesman, who was disqualified from an apparent victory in the Decathlon Stakes on opening day at Monmouth Park. Trainer Jorge Navarro claimed the winner for $30,000 in October 2014. Delta Bluesman has earned nearly $434,000. The veteran sprinter is owned by Monster Racing Stable. The 6-year-old gelding by Wagon Limit was bred in Florida by Dennis Dwyer. Florida breds, race him or chase him. Sprinting fillies and mares on the Summit of Speed card in the Grade 2 Princess Rooney Stakes. BIRDATTHEWIRE, the 11-10 favorite. Once again, here's Peter Aiello.
There's 3 furlongs to go in the Princess Rooney. My Miss Venezuela has the lead. Jaramillo launching Kiss to Remember 4 wide. That forces Saez's hand on Spelling again, and she moves right with her. Meanwhile, Gaffrey-Lone has BIRDATTHEWIRE in full gear. She's in the third now as they run past the quarter-mile pole. On the inside, Spelling again has a head in front. Kiss to Remember right alongside second, and BIRDATTHEWIRE has momentum down the center with Cali Star fourth. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Spelling again, digging in gamely. Down the outside, Cali Star and BIRDATTHEWIRE. 16th pole, Cali Star really rolling. This is going to get close. Cali Star at Spelling again. Here's the wire. It's a photo finish.
Spelling again by Medina Springs Stallion. Awesome again takes the photo by a neck over Cali Star. Luis Saez up in 122 flat. Spelling again captured the Grade 2 Chaluki Stakes last fall. The Brad Cox trainee was coming off a 3rd place finish in the Grade 3 Winning Colors Stakes. The 5-year-old mare was bred in Pennsylvania by George Strawbridge. The winner was claimed for $40,000 on behalf of CJ Racing just over a year ago. Spelling again has earned $517,000. More racing coming up, but first here's the upcoming schedule in the Breeders' Cup Win and You're In Challenge Series.
The best seek fame and fortune. The best is elegance at 120 decibels. The best run all day and party all night. The best are speed, power, and grace. The Breeders' Cup, with 13 championship races and $28 million in purses and awards, the best is yet to come.
Daredevils love speed.
Daredevil has opened up here in the stretch.
In fact, when I think of his victory in the Champagne, 3 numbers come to mind. 107.
It's Daredevil with a 4-length
You
lead.
tell me the last horse to win a grade 1 at 2 with those kind of speed figures? I can. Uncle Mo. Pretty good company if you ask me.
And now, a Florida Thoroughbred history moment. In 1956, a small, feisty horse from Florida named Needles and his owners Jack Dudley and Bonnie Heath shocked the racing world, winning the Kentucky Derby. Needles proved that champions with modest pedigrees could be grown in the Sunshine State, thanks to the limestone-rich soil and spring water. His wild acclaim created the horse capital of the world that we know today. This has been a Florida Thoroughbred history moment.
Quillen has been providing quality leather goods worldwide since 1982. Our custom halters are handmade in the nation's largest halter shop right here in Paris, Kentucky. From checkbook covers, wallets, and a variety of gift items, or one of our famous handcrafted halter plate belts or work belt, all are hand finished in our leather shop. And for over 30 years, not a lot has changed in the way we do business and the quality of service and products you'll get at Quillen. Quillen Leather and Tag, South Main Street in Paris, or online at quillen.com.
A rewarding relationship begins at PBI Bank. When it comes to your money, you need it in the hands of people who understand you and your business. At PBI Bank, that's exactly what you get. We understand the unique needs of the equine industry and how important it is to the bluegrass. After all, we are a Kentucky-based bank, and PBI Bank has served its Kentucky communities for more than a century. Come visit our Lexington PBI Bank or visit us online at pbibank.com to learn more about what we can offer you.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 1 United Nations Stakes coming up in this segment. First up is Prairie Meadows for the Grade 3 Cornhusker Handicap. Marvelous, the 2-1 favorite. Jim McCauley has the call.
Half mile left to go. Smarvelous now in the middle. Cyrus Alexander to the outside. Shotgun Cowboy is still there. In fact, pokes ahead on top now. Code West comes right through along the inside. Gonna need an opening there. Smack in the middle. Eaton Ridge to the outside. Pain and Misery is passing the back markers. Domain's Rap is second last, and Hoakam is trailing the field. They kick on for home now. Cyrus Alexander to the outside of Smarvelous. Pain and Misery's in contention. So too is Smack there as well. Domain's a Rap. We have a wide open race here in the Cornhusker Handicap. Pain and Misery on the outside, and Smack is right there too. Smarvelous is there. Shotgun Cowboy. Hoakam is even getting into it from the inside. Code West there too. Smack, Pain and Misery. Shotgun Cowboy. Smack in between horses to win.
16-1 Smack scores the upset by a neck over Shotgun Cowboy, who has a head on the winner's stablemate Pain and Misery. Shane Laviolette aboard in 150-1. A 2-time stakes winner in Zia Park last year, the Don Von Himmel trainee finished 6th at odds of 110-1 in the 2015 Cornhusker. The 5-year-old gelding by closing argument was bred in Kentucky by his owner, Dream Walkin' Farms. Smack has earned nearly $748,000. Access Thoroughbred Week replays every Saturday on Thoroughbred Daily News at thetdn.com. To Woodbine for turf fillies and mares and the Grade 2 Dance Smartly Stakes. Strut the course, the 2-1 favorite. Robert Geller has the call.
They swing off to the half mile, and look at Lexi Lou just loving this. Lexi Lou 6 in front. Good year for Roses, the teacup second and third. A break to Nakuti. Up the inside is Still Secret Action. Now Strut the Course starting to wind up. 3 lengths away is Uchenna. On the inside is Ball Dancing, and behind them Industrial Policy running now. Second last as they turn is Heath and Last Season Ticket. Top of the lane and the Dance Smartly. Lexi Lou in front. Coming fast Nakuti and Strut the Course. And Strut the Course at the girth of Lexi Lou. Nakuti the centre. Down the outside Ball Dancing running on, and so too Uchenna. 3 across the track. Nakuti just in front. On the outside, Strut the Course, battling away Lexi Lou, and down the outside, Uchenna. It is Nakuti, and Lexi Lou fights right back, and flying late is Heath. Lexi Lou's going to do it. Yes, she has. Wow.
Lexi Lou by Adena Springs North Stallion Sligo Bay scores by a length and a quarter over Strut the Course. Patrick Husbands aboard in 144-4. 2 years after defeating males in the Queen's Plate, the 2014 Canadian Horse of the Year takes the Dance Smartly Stakes on the Queen's Plate card. The 5-year-old mare was bred in Ontario by Paradox Farm. Lexi Lou has a bankroll of $1.7 million. Mark Cassey trains the Canadian champion for Gary Barber, who purchased the winner privately at 3. For all your insurance needs, a specialist at Jerry Parks Insurance Group is there to assist you with 40 years of exceptional coverage. Look for Jerry Parks, John Cassey, or Kelly Weeks at upcoming sales. To Monmouth Park for the Grade 1 United Nations Stakes. Chad Brown sent out 3 of the 10 starters, including 9-5 favorite Wake Forest. Frank Miramonte has the call.
They have 6 furlongs to run, and it's Cement Clement leading it by 2 lengths. World Approval is in second. Money Multiplier and Noble Road side by side, third and fourth. Bigger Picture takes 5th, 7 lengths off the lead. Riviere de Lou is next. Can't Help Believing, one from the rail in the yellow cap. And now Wake Forest is starting to find his best stride. He's on the move, taking 5th with a half-mile left to go. Triple Threat is out of last. Mr. Maybe Can See Them All. Into the far turn, Cement Clement still there by a length and a half. World Approval is coming after him and cutting into that margin with each and every stride now. Second, Money Multiplier third. Noble Road is losing a bit of ground. Fourth, Wake Forest fifth. Riviere de Lou between horses. Triple Threat followed by Can't Help Believing, who's in traffic. And Mr. Maybe is starting to wind up. He's coming on the far outside. World Approval takes the lead at the top of the stretch. Triple Threat is finishing with interest. Money Multiplier is running a giant one. He's currently in second. And Wake Forest is also finishing well, but it's World Approval doing the best work. And World Approval and Florent Giroux, a dominating win in the United Nations.
World Approval, the winner by a length and a quarter over Money Multiplier. Florent Giroux aboard the Florida bred in 2:14-3. The first Grade 1 Stakes victory for World Approval, who just missed by a neck in the Grade 1 Woodford Reserve Turf Classic on Derby Day. The Mark Cassey trainee was last seen finishing third in the Grade 1 Man o' War Stakes. World Approval has earned $853,000 for Live Oak Plantation. The 4-year-old gelding by Northern of Fleet was bred in Florida by Live Oak Stud and is a half-brother to champion turf horse Miesk Approval. Florida breds, race him or chase him. Spendthrift Farms Grade 1 winning stallions Flat Out, Liaison, and Jimmy Creed, all with first crop yearlings selling this year. Check out the first yearlings offered by these exciting young stallions at next week's July sale in Lexington.
Eye-popping 108-4. Flat out in front. Flat Out is still in front. Flat Out by 3 coming down to the wire. Flat Out wins, and here comes Flat Out, who's full out. It's Flat Out to win the Cigar Mile.
In this game, there's no room for second best.
To be the best, you need the best. Actistatin Equine, clinically proven joint protection. 3 U.S. patents and 2 clinical trials prove Actistatin Equine is the most powerful joint formula on the planet. Superior absorption helps your athlete lubricate, strengthen, renew. No other product even comes close. Find your best with Actistatin.
Ask your veterinarian or call for a free consultation. 866-587-7333.
Here's Macho
They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Private Zone has run a 45 flat half mile and has opened up 2.5 lengths. Private Zone's got the lead close to home and he's all by himself. Private Zone wins the Forgo.
And they're off in New York. The premier state bred program in the United States. When you own a New York bred, your horse can run for more than $44 million in purses, restricted to registered New York breds. And the New York program pays awards to breeders, owners, and stallion owners when their New York breds finish first, second, or third at New York tracks. We have the quality. Day at the spa, all the way. You have the opportunity. New York breds, get with the program. The best program.
Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 1 Mother Goose Stakes coming up in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. 3-year-old sprinters at Gulfstream Park in the Grade 3 Carryback Stakes. Awesome Banner of the 2-5 favorite. Once again, here's Peter Aiello.
They move into the far turn after completing a quarter in 22-1. At 2-5, Awesome Banner, the one to beat. Discreet Angel stays with him from second, 2.5 lengths to Little Meatball in third. Then it's Dream of Me from fourth. Rated R Superstar trying to get underway from fifth now. Then comes Bullet Gone Astray as they pass the quarter-mile pole. Awesome Banner maintains control through a 44 2/2 mile. Set down for the drive by Tyler Gaffleone and leading it by 3. Up into second is Rated R Superstar. Back third, Discreet Angel. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Awesome Banner digging in. Rated R Superstar drawing up alongside on the outside. Here comes Rated R Superstar and Awesome Banner. It's going to be close. Rated R Superstar surging to the lead. Rated R Superstar edges in front.
Rated R Superstar takes it by 3/4 of a length over Awesome Banner while getting 6 pounds from the odds-on favorite Cornelio Velasquez aboard in 122 flat. Grade 1 placed at 2, the Kenny McPeak trainee ships to Gulfstream Park after winning an allowance optional claimer at Churchill Downs. The gelding by Kodiak Cowboy was bred in Kentucky by Thorndale Stable. Rated R Superstar has earned nearly $265,000 for Radar Racing. Darby Dan freshman sire Shackelford, the only American Classic winner at stud from the prolific Stormcat sire line. Already sire of 4 first crop maiden special winners. Look for yearlings by promising freshman sire Shackelford at the July sale in Lexington. To Santa Anita for the Grade 3 Affirm Stakes. It is first start for trainer Bob Baffert. Dancing Candy bet down to 1-5. Michael Rona picks up the call.
9 lengths covering the field of 5, and it's Beaumarchais in the front, half a length from Dancing Candy. 3 lengths to the homebody Dalmore, seeking his 3rd consecutive win at Santa Anita, and he is picking up ground stylishly on those 2 front runners. Dalmore coming with a big run 3 wide as Dancing Candy heads off Beaumarchais at the quarter pole, and it's Dancing Candy a half length to Dalmore, about 2 to Beaumarchais, dropping out while under the whip, and then Prince of Arabia, and Curlin Rules has not fired a shot. Less than 3/16 to go. Dalmore right up alongside of Dancing Candy. Dalmore and Dancing Candy in a stirring struggle in the Affirmed Stakes. Dalmore on the outside ahead in front of Dancing Candy. Dalmore coming away. Dalmore will beat Dancing Candy a half length.
Florida bred Dalmore by Windstar Farm Stallion Colonel John, the winner by half a length over odds-on favorite Dancing Candy. Kent DeSormo aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 140-4. After taking an allowance optional claimer over the track and trip in his latest, Dalmore records his first stakes victory. A $47,000 Keeneland September yearling, Dalmore has earned $187,000 for Big Chief Racing, Rocker O Ranch, and trainer Keith DeSormo. The colt was bred in Florida by Sally J. Anderson. Florida breds, race him or chase him. To Prairie Meadows for the Grade 3 Iowa Derby. American Freedom, the 1-5 favorite. Jim McCauley has the call.
They slowed it right down to 47.75 for the half around the turn, and American Freedom has put away Catfish Creek, but has a new challenger now in Texas Chrome. And to the outside, Hint of Roses within range in third. They pass the quarter pole and come for home in the Iowa Derby. Texas Chrome and American Freedom are 1-2. Hint of Roses is under a ride in third and looking for a kiss is fourth, and American Freedom kicks on, but so too does Texas Chrome. American Freedom now draws off. Texas Chrome is floated out wide, but American Freedom is now drawing clear with every stride, and American Freedom and Rafael Beyer, a convincing winner in the Iowa Derby, wins it under wraps.
Odds-on favorite American Freedom, an easy 4 3/4 length winner over Texas Chrome. Rafael Bejarano aboard the Keeneland Sells Graduate in 1:42 3. The third winner of the Iowa Derby for Bob Baffert, American Freedom was last seen taking the Sir Barton Stakes at Pimlico. The colt by Pulpit was bred in Kentucky by Centaur Farms and was a $500,000 Keeneland September yearling. American Freedom has earned $246,000 for Gary and Mary West. American Freedom paid $260 to win, and it's the Malone's Favorite of the Week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. To Belmont Park for 3-year-old fillies in the Grade 1 Mother Goose Stakes. Todd Pletcher sent out 3 of the 7 starters, including 9-5 favorite Rachel's Valentina. Larry Comas has the call.
The half was 45-2 in the Mother Goose. And off the tracks, and Jose Ortiz continued to lead the way. Pressed along by Moms on Strike to the outside. Lewis Bay is third and just 2 lengths off of them. John Velasquez really asking more now from Rachel's Valentina. He is asking for her best run on the far turn, and she's still fourth, and she's going 3 wide coming to the top of the stretch. Lightstream is floated very wide, and then comes Moda Moore. Off the tracks will turn for home in the Mother Goose. Off the tracks in front. 3/4 in 1:09 3. And Lewis Bay is strong, and she's moving up alongside. Not today for Rachel's Valentina. Lightstream is third with less than a furlong to go. Off the tracks is holding on to the lead. On the outside, it is Lewis Bay, but she's second best. And off the tracks has won the Mother Goose by 3 lengths under Jose Ortiz.
Off the tracks takes the field gate to wire to defeat Lewis Bay officially by 3.5 lengths. Lightstream third for a sweep by Keeneland Sells graduates. Jose Ortiz up in 1:41 flat. Winner of the Grade 3 Schuylerville Stakes at 2, the Todd Pletcher trainee was coming off a runner-up finish in the Grade 1 Acorn Stakes. The filly by Curlin was bred in Kentucky by Lee McMillan. The 5th winner of the Mother Goose for Pletcher, off the tracks, has earned $485,000 for Newtown Enterstud and Jay Stables. The future Grade 1 winner was consigned by a Mindy Place to the 2014 Keeneland September yearling sale, where the filly was purchased by Chad Summers for $50,000. Grade 1 Mother Goose Stakes winner off the tracks, the Keeneland Sells Graduate of the Week. Coming up, a 15-1 upset in the Queen's Plate.
Claiborne Farm is proud to offer the regally bred Orb. The son of Malibu Moon compiled a 5-race winning streak that included the Fountain of Youth and Florida Derby. In the Kentucky Derby, he defeated rivals Will Take Charge, Oxbow, Golden Sense, and Palace Malice. Now the Millionaire Racehorse is garnering big checks for breeders as the leading first crop covering sire and leading first crop weanling sire of his class. Now is the time to book your mare to Orb at Claiborne Farm.
Old Colony provides the best coverage with the best service at the best rates, insuring many of the finest farms and horses in the country at discounted rates for over 50 years. Let Old Colony provide insurance quotations from one of its nearly 20 different markets that will compete for your business. Old Colony Insurance, serving the horse industry with strength and stability at great rates for over 50 years. For more information, visit us online at oldcolonyinsurance.com.
Hey racing fans! With EmpireCityBets.com, you can now place wagers from the comfort of home on thoroughbred and harness tracks around the world. Empire City Bets is an advanced deposit wagering service that offers both internet and phone wagering. With EmpireCityBets.com, you get sign-up bonuses up to $300, weekly promotions, and daily rewards on most tracks, including an industry high of 8% on Yonkers races. You also enjoy live video and race replays, and with exclusive content from some of the best handicappers around, there's no other place you'll want to bet. Don't race to any other site, race to EmpireCityBets.com.
Keeneland September sales graduates shine.
capturing all three jewels of the Triple Crown with Keeneland September sales graduate NYQUIST in the Kentucky Derby. September sold Exaggerator in the Preakness Stakes, and a dramatic win in the Belmont from Keeneland September sales graduate Creator.
Creator, too close to goal!
Keeneland Sales, producing more Grade 1 winners than all other sales combined. Keeneland September Yearling Sale. Learn more at september.keeneland.com.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Woodbine for the 157th running of the Queen's Plate. Plate trial winner Amise Gizmo, the 5-2 favorite. Here's the call by Robert Geller.
Racing in the Queen's Plate. Leave Him in Malibu got squeezed a little bit. Chebarashka best into stride with Esposito, and showing early speed Shakamat. Sir Dudley Diggs on the inside. The grey My Name is Jim is handy, and on the rails Narrow Escape, and in behind them early is Amise Gizmo, who's about 4 off the pace. Up on the inside early is Mike, and the pace is very measured as Shakamat's gone to the front. Racing back in the centre is All on Red. On the outside, Scholar Athletes 3rd or 4th last with Rocket Plan. Gambles goes to 2nd last, and Leave Him in Malibu is last. A different game plan today by Emma Jane Wilson, and it's Take Them All the Way If We Can. Shakamat in front, leads in the Queen's Plate out the stretch, and leads by 1. Chebarashka 2nd. Narrow Escape on the inside. Handy Esposito, but caught a little bit wide. Sir Dudley Diggs the centre. Crying out for room is Mike, and around them now goes Amise Gizmo. My Name is Jim is mid-pack. 3 parts to Scholar Athlete. Patrick Husbands is next on Gamble's Ghost. Then Rocket Plan, All on Red starting to move into it, and Leave Him in Malibu the outside. The half was 49-4, and they're playing right into the hands of Shakamat here. Shakamat by 1. Esposito's gone to 2nd, and Amise Gizmo's right handy now. And back to 4th, Chebarashka. Sir Dudley Diggs called on off the track. My Name is Jim. Scholar Athlete splits horses as they head towards the far turn. Off the track, All on Red's under the whip up, making ground. On the inside, Narrow Escape. Now Gamble's Ghost asked to run, as on the outside, Amise Gizmo's going to the front with Shakamat. Leave Him in Malibu's back, 4th last from Mike. Rocket Plan's at the back. They race to the quarter, and Amise Gizmo's gone on by Shakamat. Is able to come back a little bit, Shakamat, and running home well as Sir Dudley Diggs, Scholar Athlete, then Esposito. Top of the lead in the Queen's Plate, and Amise Gizmo trying to tear away. Shakamat on the inside. Down the outer is Sir Dudley Diggs. Sir Dudley Diggs the threat. Amise Gizmo in front, but here comes Sir Dudley Diggs and Julien Leparoux. Sir Dudley Diggs has hit the front, and Sir Dudley Diggs from Amise Gizmo. Sir Dudley Diggs has won the Queen's Plate.
15-1, Sir Dudley Diggs scores the upset by half a length over Amise Gizmo. Julien Leparoux aboard the 2-time Keeneland Sales graduate in 2:04 flat. After placing in 5 of his first 6 starts, Sir Dudley Diggs broke his maiden over the turf at Keeneland in April. Shipped to Woodbine, the Mike Maker trainee finished 3rd in the plate trial. The colt by Gio Ponte was bred in Ontario by Bernard and Karen McCormick. A $130,000 OBS June 2-year-old, Sir Dudley Diggs has earned nearly $542,000 for Kenneth and Sarah Ramsey. We'll have turf 3-year-olds in the Grade 1 Belmont Derby and the Grade 1 Belmont Oaks next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week has been presented by Actistatin, Adena Springs, Breeders' Cup Challenge, Win and You're In Series, Claiborne Farm, Darby Dan Farm, EmpireCityBets.com, Florida Thoroughbred Breeders and Owners Association, Jerry Parks Insurance Group, Keeneland, Malone's, New York Thoroughbred Breeding and Development Fund, OCD Pellets, Old Colony Insurance Services, PBI Bank, Quillen Leather and Tack, Spendthrift Farm, and Windstar Farm. Online at tbredweek.com.